How we doing today, neighbors? This is Ian with eTrailer here. Today we're going to be taking a look at and installing the SumoSprings Custom Helper Spring for rear coil suspension on our 2015 4Runner. Let's go over a few features of it and then we'll take care of the install. Now the 4Runner is a wonderful vehicle to be able to take out on the trails and get your family out to that slightly more remote campsite. And these are really going to help take out some of that travel in the rear coils. You are going to find that this will take out a lot of that slop as far as roll, and also kind of in effect work as a reducer for that travel. Now I would say I would pair these with some SumoSprings and definitely take a look at the off-road options for those because that will really help with that suspension travel and make all the difference. Now the SumoSprings Coil Helper Spring here is going to be a foam rubber insert that's going to slide right into your factory springs. We do carry these rear ones, but there's also an option for the front. You will want to check our fit guide on the website to make sure you're ordering the correct ones. And when it comes to the installation for these, they're not too bad, especially for the rear. You may find that if you're doing the front at the same time, those are going to be a little bit more difficult. But these rear ones really aren't too terrible to get in once we've got all the weight off of our rear axle. So I'm going to walk you through that entire process. And if you happen to be doing more than just this as a suspension upgrade to your 4Runner at the same time and don't want to try to tackle all that yourself, please do check out our dealer locator on the website. We'd be happy to help you find a trained professional in your area that can get all of your parts installed for you. But for all those DIYers, let's go ahead and hop into it and I'll get you taken care of. For video demonstration purposes, we are going to have the wheel and tire off. For your installation, more than likely you would not need that off, so just wanted to make sure we mention that for clarification. Now that we've got our back wheel and tire out of the way, we can get good access to that spring back here. And what we'll want to do is come through with some soapy water. We're just going to soak the whole thing down as much as we can. Try to make this easier to slide in, and we'll do the same with our insert as well. Now we'll take that insert, we're going to wrap that around where the second and third coil springs are, and then make sure you've got the wider channel on the bottom for that. We're going to line that up with our bump stop bracket here. We do have some SumoSprings already on here, but normally it'd just be the regular stock bump stock. So we'll go ahead and slide that with the deeper channel on the second and third, between those second and third coils. And then we're going to use the bracket here for the bump stop. We've got SumoSprings on ours, but normally that factory one's here, and you can go through that with a big pry bar. And we're going to be pushing right on the top edge towards the inside of this to try to shove it down and bring it around. So we'll just get that lip started first, and that can be a little tricky, so just take your time, and if you apply that good pressure right towards the center, and the bottom of the coil should just slip right in. Then you can grab that whole insert and start to kind of spin that, and it'll work that top lip in for us, so that way we don't have to sit and shove that the whole time. And we'll go all the way around. Once that pops into place, just move this back towards where it's just between that second and third spring there, and that's going to do for that installation. And then once you've got that on one side, just hop over to the other side. It's going to be the exact same procedure, just repeated. And that was our look at an installation for the SuperSprings Custom Helper Spring for coil suspension on our 2015 Toyota 4Runner. My name's Ian with eTrailer, and I appreciate you watching.